What's up, gamers? Today we're talking about Helldivers 2. This game just dropped on February 8th and already it's making a huge splash out there. This game is coming out from Arrowhead Game Studios and published by PlayStation itself. But don't get it twisted, it's on PlayStation and it's also on PC right now, so you can actually cross-play between the both and get to playing it that way. Now this game right here is if you don't know already, this game is a third-person shooter with first-person whenever you actually aim down the sights, if you so choose it that way. Like I said before, it's got cross-play between PS5 and PC, and so far has been coming out with a bang. Just as a little short description, if you don't know about Helldivers, this is actually the sequel to part 1, which in the first one was more of a top-down twin-stick shooter kind of perspective thing. Same concept though, you can play with your boys and just go ahead and do your best to try to essentially do missions on the map and deal with different types of hordes of monsters, robots, or individuals all at the same time. Take all that, put that into a third-person perspective, and that's essentially what this game is now. Honestly, I kind of look at it as like a Starship Troopers kind of a vibe, which is super cool, and it looks even better than it did before because, man, it's been a decade by now, so they definitely done some major improvements. A little bit of news behind this game. Right now, they just now sold over 1 million copies in the first 3 days of this game being out, which is insane, especially given the fact that there was almost no marketing for this game. Wasn't much buzz around it, wasn't much talked about it. It came out and it just came out with a bang. As for the player count, that's been kind of crazy. According to the tweets from the CEO and creative director Palstead, originally they had a server capacity of around 250,000. They've actually had to scoop that all the way up to 360,000, and within 5 minutes of them increasing that, it completely maxed out again. So according to the tweets from him, they're going to be trying to work on that issue and trying to expand the server size even more if possible, just so that way they can fit in more players as they go. Because right now, every time they get to 360, if you're waiting to get into the game, you can't. You basically have to wait until someone logs out just for you to be able to get a chance to be able to play on the servers. So it's a great problem to have as far as a studio that didn't expect to have a lot of players, but a bad problem for those who are paid and trying to play the game. But overall, really great for their studio. Got to give them big ups on that. There has been some other news floating around about this game. Apparently, they're having some issues as far as progression and rewards for certain people. Whenever they go to try to get their loot or get some progress from their characters, it doesn't seem to be registering. According to Palstead again, he's saying that this has to do something with the server issues. So they're trying to work on that as they can. Right now, the best suggestion that they have for players is to log out and then re-log back in. Of course, do that at your own peril, because if the servers are full that day, when you log out, you're going to have to wait to be able to log back in and have a chance to play. But for those who are having that issue, that seems to be the fix that Palstead is providing to those based on Twitter. One other issue that I've heard from a few people is the ragdolling effect. Some people seem to have an issue with whenever you get hit with a certain type of attack, it ragdolls you in a way where you don't have enough time to recover, and then you get hit and you just ragdoll some more. So I can understand that can not be fun for some. I'll say keep an eye out for tips and tricks on how people are getting around that. But other than that, everything else about this game seems to be very, very positive. The ratings all around this game have been very positive. Steam, mostly positive from all the users. IGN, around 90% from users. Metacritic, 80% from users. So overall, this has turned out to be a pretty well-reviewed game. The gameplay looks beautiful. The cutscenes look absolutely hilarious. So if you have a chance, maybe go and try to pick this one up. It's going for $40 on PlayStation and $40 on Steam. So that's all the news I got for this one today. Hope y'all have a good one. Catch you next time.